Hello! Today I'm going to be drawing my favorite purple dragon, Spyro! You guys, I am so excited for the new Spyro Reignited Trilogy. I just can't wait. I'm so excited. I've been watching so many videos, reading so many articles on news. I can't wait. But enough about that. Let's talk about the drawing. So for this one, I only used one sketch layer and a layer for the final line work. And that's because I find animals / dragons, I guess in this case, a lot easier than drawing a person. So I didn't feel like I needed another sketch layer. He doesn't wear clothes. His design is very simple, so I didn't feel the need for additional layers. Here I am just resizing his head and adjusting his body because sometimes I lose sight of proportions and it comes to me as I'm drawing like, oh, his head is too small or he's too accurately proportioned. I don't know, it's just not, it's too realistic for me and it doesn't really stay true to his like toony form, so I had to adjust it. Also, wings. Wings can be a little difficult sometimes, but I like the way these turned out. Even though I don't think they're exactly accurate, I still like them. And something I noticed about Spyro's redesign for the Reignited Trilogy is that they gave him scales, and I loved it, so I drew them. Oh, and I had him standing on some rocks. I don't usually draw stuff like this, but it was just a rock. It was simple, so not too bad. Here I am closing up my lines again because I just struggle. I struggle with closing lines. I don't know why. I just do. Something I really need to work on. But yeah, so I'm going through making sure my lines are closed because I like to use the magic wand tool to select the entire character so that I can color instead of having to like go in with a paintbrush and just color by hand. So last video I mentioned that I like to shade with the lasso tool. The reason why this is because I love using gradients and I love having like all these different colors in my drawings when it comes to digital work. I mean, traditional work too, but I'm not going to go on a little side rant here. The great thing about the lasso tool is that when you have these gradients on your like drawing, the selected area, when you hue shift it, it works with the gradient. So you're not just taking a shadow and painting over the gradient you already had, it's just adding to it. I mean, you could use layers, like separate layers, and then just turn the layer to like a multiply or something, but me, personally, I don't like having a lot of layers clutter my drawing. I don't know, it's just a weird thing. I commit to one color layer. Sometimes I'll add like different layers for certain things if like it's just not getting the effect I want on the one color layer, but for the most part I keep to the one color layer just because I don't like a ton of layers. I just don't think it's necessary. Also, why using the lasso tool is great because you can just do it on the one layer and it looks so good. Here I am coloring the scales, but I didn't like the harsh outline around it, so I kind of softened it with like a color similar to what I did the scales. And then you'll notice as the gradient goes down they get more purple, so I just left the original line for some of those scales. So here I'm just kind of finishing up on Spyro. He's so cute. I just love him. Wings are a little challenging to color also because the like webbing between them is supposed to be like transparent, I didn't really do that, and it was kind of difficult to shade, but that's why you practice. So you can get better at challenging areas like wings. At least for me anyways. So I think another reason why I love the lasso tool's effects so much on my drawings is because I just really like the way cel shaded things look. Like when you look at video games like Breath of the Wild, it's beautiful and it's shell shaded. It just has this really just clean effect that I just love. So I guess I try to just emulate that because I don't have a lot of shading layers. I don't do a lot. It's just the one tone. I mean, I kind of want to experience more, but I've never been really like into high contrast, like doing things with a high contrast anyways. I like more subtle things, so I just like to kind of mimic that cel shaded look. So here I am coloring the rock that he is sitting on. I didn't like the brown, so I change it to like a dark purple pink thing. It's more like a violet red, I guess. And I liked it because it went so well with Spyro, and it really helped his tail pop because it's like the orange. I really like that. And I'm just shading the rocks. And then again, for this one, I just did a simple background. You know, I don't stress too much when it comes to like backgrounds, like filling a picture. It's never been really a concern for me. So I just did a simple gradient like I did with the Côte d'Azur Widowmaker drawing I did. And I like it. I think it looks nice. Plus, I don't want to take away from Spyro himself. He's kind of like the focus. And I'm just doing a white outline to kind of make him pop a little more. And I'm signing it. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're as excited for the Spyro Reignited Trilogy as I am. And I guess I'll see you next time. Bye!